Scott, thank you for joining us. Off the high of Tuesday night, we've got another tough test on the horizon, a little bit different than normal on Monday this time as Stockport visit the Broadfield Stadium. Can I get your thoughts ahead of that game?
Yeah, obviously a very tough game. They've had a really good season, obviously. So we've recovered well from what was a tough game on Tuesday. We've had a really bright training session today. We'll have another one tomorrow, and then we'll look at starting to prepare the team for, like I say, what will be a really tough game in Stockport.
Yeah, some really tough opposition coming up. We've got to play some big hitters still in the remaining 10 games that we have left. Obviously, Stockport being one of them. It was a very entertaining game in the last one. Obviously, a 3-3 draw. I feel you're a little bit disappointed that we didn't take 3 points in that game. But since that game, Stockport have sort of gone from strength to strength, really, and have proved why that they're one of the best teams in the division.
Yeah, it was a crazy day that day. We were 2-0 down and got it back to 3-2, didn't we? And then they scored quite late on to make it 3-3. And I think they went on an unbeaten run after that game. I can't remember how many games, but they went for a few wins as well. You know, I don't think they even dropped any points for a number of games. But they've got some really good players, some really, really good players, some strong players at this level of football. And they're obviously in a position that doesn't surprise me. I think they've got a couple of games in hand over the two that are above him as well, so they sit in a really good position. I know that the results over the last probably 3 or 4 haven't been probably what they wanted, but I'm sure they'll put it right eventually. Let's hope it's after Monday.
Yeah, obviously Stockport, one of the better teams in the division. However, at the moment, there is no better team in terms of the stats in the division than us. We're top of the form table in League 2. That must be really pleasing because in recent weeks we spoke about the frustrating thing perhaps being we were consistently inconsistent, but now we seem to have put that behind us and we're picking up some great results, aren't we?
Don't speak too soon, Sam. Yeah, we have, and I've been really pleased, obviously, and I think that, like I've said, I think this is now what we call the business end of the season, and this is where you'll find teams ever wobble and drop points, and I want us to be the team that hold our nerve a little bit, and up to now I've seen that. Even kind of like the game where we lost at Morecambe, I thought we were definitely worthy of something from that game. So the performance was good, albeit the result wasn't. But we're in a good place at the moment, and the atmosphere at the training ground and around the place is really, really positive, and you know we've got to feed off that and make sure that we really attack these remaining games now.
Yeah, obviously the game, as we've already mentioned, is being played on the Monday rather than the Saturday, owing to Stockport being on TV tonight. Does that have any real sort of benefit or negative impact to you, or is it just sort of a normal one just a few days later?
No, it's just a few days later. You know, it's under the lights. It'll be a good game. We just have to adjust our training schedule slightly, but it's fine, no problem. We're not going to make any excuses. In actual fact, I think it kind of suits us. If anything, gives us an extra bit of rest from what was Tuesday night. Tough game on Tuesday night. They've obviously played tonight. They play Salford tonight away on a heavy pitch, and then they've got to travel all the way down to us on Sunday. So, if anything, it's probably in our advantage.
Yeah, and obviously, as you said there, Tuesday, very tough fixture. We got for it and picked up the all-important 3 points. How has the squad as a whole come through that? Obviously, it was good to see Lawrence coming back as well. That was a positive that we didn't really mention after the game.
Yeah, Lawrence got clattered by Corey as well. Corey come right over the top and clattered him right in the spot where he had the injury. So he was a bit sore, but no, he's fine. He's come through it, no problems, which I'm pleased about. And everybody else is fighting fit. So obviously we've got the obvious ones, the ones that are a little bit more longer term, who won't be available. But everybody who was involved on Tuesday night will be fit and ready to go again.
Yeah, we saw the impact the fans made on Tuesday night. As we've already mentioned, we've got some big hitters coming up, not only on the road but at home as well, Stockport being one of them, and then we've got our 2 games coming up. So it'd be good to see some big crowds because, as you say, this business end of the season could get really exciting for us. Yeah,
just keep coming in your numbers and enjoying how we're playing, and we're going to try our hardest to win every game that we play in. That's what we're going to try and do now. We've got 10 left, and we're going to try and attack every game like they're cup finals, like I've said before, and let's see where it takes us. Just come along and enjoy the ride.
Scott, we mentioned Stockport on TV tonight. You'll be watching live. Is that a bit different for you, being able to watch a team live? And are you the kind of person that takes notes during the game, or are you just going to enjoy it?
No, I'll watch it. Probably as a spectator tonight, and then I'll probably watch it again tomorrow as a coach, which is totally different. You know, it'll probably tonight will take me 90 minutes to watch it, and tomorrow will take me probably 3 hours to watch it. You know, so I'll stop it, rewind it, clip it. Make notes and get my tactics board out and work out, you know, exactly what we want to do. But tonight will be more just watching it from a spectator's point of view.
Yeah, and you said you've adjusted the training schedule because it's a Monday night game. Does that mean you've got Saturday off, or is it a Saturday?
Yeah, so we're going to train tomorrow. We're going to give them Saturday off, and then we'll be in Sunday training, ready to, you know, prepare for the game.
And a Saturday off for you, does that involve watching more football?
Well, I was actually going to go Gillingham, Grimsby, because obviously we've got Grimsby coming up. Thought it'd be an opportunity for me to go there, but my partner's told me I'm not allowed. I've got every day off, so I'm having a day off.
Oh, fair enough. Excellent. And Stockport, what is about their play that makes them such a good side?
Well, I'll let you know a bit more kind of later on, because I've obviously focused all my efforts on Notts County, and today we've debriefed that game, and then obviously Stockport play tonight. So I've not really put my eyes on them yet, if I'm honest with you. But come sort of like 48 hours, I'll know as much as I need to know about them. But I do know one thing: they're a good side with very good players. You know, I'm expecting them to be probably a 3-5-2. You know, they sometimes roll into different shapes. They sometimes defend with a back four. They like to have a +1 at the back. And it depends on who they play against, what they do. They sometimes, like I say, roll into different shapes. Very organised, very, very well coached, but really good players. So I'll know more about them, hopefully, in the next 48 hours.
Yeah. Over the years, I've interviewed quite a lot of football managers. And football managers at times when they could possibly be getting to Wembley, could possibly be getting promotion, playing a big FA Cup tie. And normally you speak to them and they say, we're not talking about it. We're not talking about it because they've got another game ahead. On Tuesday night, you said to Gary, our big colleague from the BBC, that you would not encourage it, but you don't mind talking about Wembley. Why is that, with the possibility of getting to the playoffs?
Because I want the players to really believe we can do it. And if no one talks about it, then there's no belief there. You know, I've already said to the players that let's just keep going as well as we can and keep churning the games out. We've got 10 games left. We've got a target in our minds, what we think will probably give us enough points to get in there. And if we achieve it, then I say to the players, you know, I back you over 2 legs against anybody, and I would back you against anybody at Wembley. And I want to kind of give that message to the players. Whether I'm shooting the gun too early or not, I'm not bothered, because I want the players to really believe that I believe that. And I do believe that, you know, and that's why I say it, because I think if the words are spoken, then at least it plants seeds in the players' minds that actually the gaffer really believes we can get there, and I do, and I want the players to feel that.
Yeah. And what about the owners? That you speak to them, I'm assuming, quite regularly. What are their feelings at the moment? Yeah,
I've got a Zoom meeting with them actually this afternoon. So yeah, they're really positive, and you know, I think they're really appreciative of the job that we're doing, and you know, they're really supportive, and you know, they give us a lot of data and help us in terms of what we've got next, who we're coming up against next, and how they see the data fitting into obviously how we play as well. So a real good insight as well, yeah.
Yeah, excellent. And going on about the squad, is it still just Ben, Dion and Liam who are missing?
Yeah, they're the three big hitters, by the way.
Yeah. 3
big players for us, you know, big characters, big players for us. But, you know, I think Tuesday night was proof that we can perform at a level without them 3 players, which is brilliant, you know.
Excellent. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Cheers.